Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2. We are playing on the Megalomaniac map and we are doing cargo hubs and we are trying to do them quite efficiently now. In the last episode I rejigged this side of the hub to ensure continuous flow of trains in and out with very little waiting and stopping, and I've replicated the same setup on the other side. So as you can see, there's a lot of constant movement of trains in and out. There's not waiting outside. There are, if any waiting occurs, it waits on this area where we can have multiple trains waiting at the same time. So basically what we're doing is we're having an arrival line, and that splits into 4 different lines that goes into the 4 different platforms over here. There's then one double switch line all the way through all of these lines that allows us to get the trains to the exit line. We've got multiple signals on that so that the slow movement of trains, as they move out, we can immediately start getting other trains to move out also. And they kind of, if these are filled or someone is busy moving out, then there's a train is busy moving out, then there's a waiting area over here. And we've done a similar thing over there. So if we look at the lines ever so quickly, we can see we've got multiple lines coming in and they all go out on the one way. We've got multiple lines coming in on this one and we'll all go out on that way. It takes a little bit of jigging around because the train would take the fastest route. So if your double switch this section over here is quite quick, you might find that they use any one of these and then switch on this side for the inbound movement as well, and I don't want that. We want to keep it nice and clean, but this area is looking really nicely. Okay, so with that working really well now, there's a few things that we need to do, and one of them is my maths. You guys have pointed out that we can't actually provide these 400 construction materials to everybody out there. All of our cities require much more than that. I mean, Chaos Grad alone can take half of the construction materials, and so we need to kind of look at that. But before we get onto that, so we need another source for that basically. So this guy is, we could probably move more product somewhere else from this stone production facility over here. One thing that I forgot to show you in the last episode, but was actually in effect in the last episode, is I've redone this section of the line here. Eventually I think we will move this guy over, but I've redone this section through here. So now there's much longer and bigger platforms over here at the oil refineries. So they can fill up quite nicely. There's a bypass track there for the vehicles that do not need to stop. There's a completely separated line here, but that kind of was the case for the passenger line that's running through here. I even have a bit of a tunnel for that one through here so that we don't have it slowing down. This one doesn't, I don't mind slowing down this one as much, but obviously the passenger line can do massive speeds. Why would this guy be waiting for it over there? Oh, it's because it's going to move into that one right there. Yes, I imagine. Okay, well, I'm not too fussed with that section over there. I've also, I also rebuilt this area over here, the van upon Chaos Flow station over here, to just make things easier to move through and in over here. But I don't think did I extend it over here? Maybe not. I don't think I necessarily extended that over there, but I did make this area work a little bit better. We had passenger rails running all the way. Yeah, you can see I've got our last passenger platform over here for the main line where that one stops, but we've got the passenger platforms on this side that goes through to the airport from that side, and then we've got all of our cargo lines in the center. So that's kind of what's happening over here, but the cargo lines can also move out through, and then they've got a shared line that runs all the way to the airport. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on over here. Okay, now that's been a mouthful. Let's quickly have a look at what is our demand for, let's quickly find out what is our current, oops, that's not the one I wanted to click. Let's find out what kind of is our current demand for construction materials. We've got 42 here. Okay, then let's move it on. I'm assuming they're all, okay, and 18. And let's check what else do we have over here. We've got Genesis, and Genesis requires 175. Obviously, these numbers change over time. I just want to see what is our number at the moment, and this is 222. And what else do we have? Then we've got Megalomaniac over here, and that is 56. And we've got Berlin over here, that is 27. Wow, that's a lot. We've got Sunkelp Crossing over here, that is 66. Wow. And we've got Epicville with 111. Jeez, we need a ton of stuff. And then all the way out here, we've got Swindon, which requires 105. And I'll quickly go back. We've forgot Kevonport all the way. Oh, Fuentestown as well, but I don't think we're running any stuff in here. We've got 16 over there. And we've got Kevonport over here that requires 109. Wow, that is a hell of a lot. That is a hell of a lot. Didn't even have enough space to do the maths on here. That is a hell of a lot, but that's like 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700. I think that's at least 800, probably even more. And that's probably even more. So we need at least one more. So at the very least, we need one more of these. So let's find ourselves a spot where we can create construction materials. This guy can create construction materials from a variety of things. Was this guy doing the same? No, this guy was only doing it from stone. That's quite an interesting one, really. So you can have variations of stuff here. So if we get this guy, what do we have here? We could use, we've got stone over there. So basically, if we create a little run in here, we should be able to fill up more stuff there. Okay, let's do that. So let me quickly build this one out. Let's just see that but this one will upgrade quite substantially. This one only does 600 over there, but that one does 600 too. So we could maybe tie these all together. That's a bit of an option. Alternatively, we'll just run it straight into the line over here, and we can also pick up some of this stuff on the way. Okay, that's an option. So let's get a few pieces in here, and we'll start running that in there. So let me get this line in, and I'll see you on the other side. Okay, and so I am back here now, and we can see that now I've got a bit of a line going on over here, so I can set some stuff up here. We're not going to use the logs just yet, but we may as well start bringing logs into the hub too, because logs are being moved, I believe, to Megalomaniac. All right, that's where they're going. Yeah, they are in fact going there. Construction materials to those lines are doing it. What's this line over here? This is CGD construction materials. Is that line actually operational? Let's go have a quick look at that. I just want to see if I go and have a look at this line. We've only got the one train running that line, and so potentially it is here now. It's just loaded up on some stuff. I think what we need to do is we need to double that line. So let's manage the vehicles on that line, and let's quickly clone it, get another one on there, because I believe we should be able to move a ton more stuff on that one. So let's get that one up and running. Now what I want to do is I want to set some stuff up over here. We'll start moving some of this stone into the quarry, into the materials plant over here. So let's do that. Let's get a line going on. It's just a basic one for that. Then we've got a will we move sufficient stuff? Okay, maybe let's start the line over here instead. Let's see what we can do, because it's not the same stuff. It's not the same stuff. If I go and have a look at it over here, we're using some kind of hopper or something. So yeah, it's not the same stuff. Okay, let's do separate lines then. Okay, new line over here. We're gonna start this over here, and we're gonna go over there. Stroldorf North. That's fine. This line will be. We may have to double up on this one, but it's fine. We will do that. We will do that. So this is a train line. It is going to be the. We'll just call it Alf. CM, Alf Stone, actually, Alf Stone. That's the one. Then we'll have a line that says run from here all the way to here. Yeah, and that's fine. That's the one that's still open. And this is train for Alf CM. There we go. I believe that should just be fine. So now we just need to do 2 trains, or actually probably more than 2 trains, but at least 1 train. So let's quickly have a look. So if we go for electric stuff, ooh, you know what I forgot to do is I was fixing stuff, so I like to pause the time a little bit in between. So let's grab, what are we using actually? 125, 140. We don't necessarily need that kind of speed on that one. So let's get this one, the BRE 94. 90 kilometers an hour is fine. I'd rather you move more stuff over here between them. So we'll grab that guy. Let's pop it out. Let's give it a stony kind of color, like a white or something like that. So we'll do that. We'll get the cargo wagons, which will carry stone for us as the gondolas. Yep, absolutely. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we've got 320 is the length of our stuff. Oh, there we go. Ooh, that's a train set there. The Mirage at 125. What are we running the train at the moment? Okay, well, we'll see about upgrading at least one of our trains to that train set. I think that would be good. We're still not at 320. We can do 320 at these stations. There we go, 300, and that takes 260 stone. If we add one more, we can actually still squeeze it in, and that's 273 stone. So let's buy that vehicle, and what we'll do is we will go ahead and assign it to Alf Stone there, please. Okay, so as soon as autosave stops, we should have this guy pop out here and move over this way. What I've done, interestingly enough, on these ones, instead of putting in switches, I've just used the double switch over here. I'm a bit more of a fan of the double switch now, so that makes it quite easy to deal with, I would think. Okay, that's a long train. My goodness, there we go. That'll start moving some stuff. Yes, there we go. Immediately ready to go. That should be sufficient. Now what we need to do is we need something that can move a little quicker on the main line, of course, that can move I think it's going to be this guy. But this guy, these guys aren't that powerful though. So I don't know if that guy is actually the one that I want. Yeah, no, these guys, probably this one is what we'll have to run. But if we do 2 of them, that's slightly shorter. Maybe that's a better way of doing it. Let's try it out. Let's give it a, this is also construction materials. I'm going to give it a, no, maybe that's a little too much. Maybe, yeah, let's give it the kind of purpley color over there. Now, wagons, we would like the stake cars, I believe. Yep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't want it under good. 13, 14. Yeah, let's do that. So if we keep it on good there, we've got 170 capacity, and we purchase 2 of these guys. That's not going to be quite enough. Alternatively, 3 of them. Well, 3 of them it is then. Let's try 3 of them. That's going to be like 450. And that's okay. So there we go. We'll try that. We'll get these guys to do Alf CM for us. Lots of trains that's going to run in here now with more construction materials to go everywhere else, basically. So I'm not sure this guy will be profitable soon. This guy's not doing anything yet with all the stuff that's being stored over here. This thing is 320 long, isn't it? But anyway, there it wouldn't be a problem. Let's quickly have a look at it over here. I believe here it should fit in there nicely. Yeah, absolutely. It's squeezing in there nicely, so it's not longer. But this thing needs to ramp up production a little bit more. Yeah, I'm thinking we probably need to double up on this guy. So let's quickly do that. Let's double up on it. Just before... actually, we need another line of these guys through here, and then a cargo platform on the other side. It happens every time, without fail, multiple times. Without fail, you always miss one of them. Okay, so with that in mind, now if we pop out of here, I will just quickly run the line from there in there. Yeah, nice and smooth to run in there. That's okay. So that means we actually, in fact, need a switch over here. So let's get our switch going on. There we go. So now there's a switch in place here. So these guys will operate that way. Let's quickly have a look at the line. Just wanted to check. Okay, pop in here and I'll do Alt CM. I just want to manage the line and say at Asteldorf North, please move over to number 2. So at least while this section will be shared, we should hopefully not have too much delays caused by stuff being loaded and unloaded. We should be able to get it in there without much concern here. This guy's obviously slower than these guys, but actually once this one starts loading up stuff, it's not moving construction materials yet. Oh, whoa, I'm missing stuff. We need marble here? Crap. How am I going to get marble out here? Where do we get marble? Oh my goodness, I can't believe I didn't check that in more detail. Marble. Where on earth do we get marble from? Hang on. Check this thing again. Okay, it takes either slag or sand or marble and stone for construction materials. Slag. So where will we get slag then? Sand? Sand we can get over here. From slag we can make fuel and sand. So that's an option, of course. But marble? My goodness. My goodness. That's a bummer. That is in fact a bummer. So that one that we're running there now is not great. Is not at all what we're after. What is this? This is coal. My goodness. So slag. Where would we get slag? Any slag around? Or marble? Slag. Okay, hang on. Can I search for it? Station statistics, town statistics, industry statistics. If I could do this, can I search for it? Is there a search option here? Okay, we can check the product stuff here, and then we can find something that does. What is this? This one creates slag if we're doing steel. Okay, that's an option. Where can we get marble though? Aha, marble. This is just a marble mine. Needham. All the marble mines seems to be in Needham. Okay, that's fine. And Needham is where exactly? We've got a line kind of running in here. So my concern would be here are tons of marble mines over here next to Needham. So we can obviously get onto the main line and take it off to the cargo hub on the other side. That'll be a big move of stuff. And marble needs what exactly? If I go, let's just double check what kind of, it's going to be one of those gondolas, right? It's going to have to be. If I grab this guy here, let's just find a wagon. Gondola does not do marble. Oh, that's beautiful. So marble actually goes on that guy. Nice. Nice. So you know what we'll do? We'll get construction materials to be delivered up to here, and then we'll come and collect marble on the way back out. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is we will quickly connect some of our marble mines up. Something like this. I'll just do this one over here. This is like 600 that we're going to produce right over there, and then we'll run that straight up there. Ooh, we can actually tie that guy in on that the same line, and we could eventually tie in over here as well with something a little bit more. We just want to make sure that at least we get this thing done connected right here. Okay, let's do that. I'm going to quickly connect this one up, and then I will see you again. Okay, and so that section of line is also done. Okay, so now let's quickly see. Let's put a so what I've done is I've got one of them set up with the ability to potentially get this line to meander into this direction, but I think one of them is going to be fine just for now. I did hook up the the sawmill over here, but I'm not sure we're going to use that straight away. Let's quickly have a look. So we should have lines. Hang on, let's find our train lines that are running this area. Not Van and Elf, but Mug, Sand, EPE. Yeah, that's all on the one line over there. And potentially what we'll do is I'm going to split that up. Epicville requires quite a lot of stuff, so but we need more of them to be run here. What did we have? Let's quickly see. What did we have at Meluchburg over here? They only wanted 55. Sandcap Crossing wanted 69. So potentially we'll do two lines. So we'll do that one and this one as a separate line, and both of them will continue all the way here to come and collect some stuff, marble over here. I think that is gonna be fine. So let's quickly update this one. So this one, let's manage that line. And do we have any trains? Anyway, what I want to do is I want to remove this stop from it. So if we say do that, now it's still for some reason running all the way till there. It shouldn't. Then it's going to run back. Anyway, that should... oh, this is a different one. That is a different one. So now it's only running to here, which I think is fine. We'll just rename that one to exclude EPE from it. Okay, so now that is that's updated. What was this other one that's running in here? There's something else running to EPE. EPE Sand Fuel. Okay, that's not. We're not gonna mess around with that one. So what we'll do now is we will. Ooh, actually, I wanted to grab this guy again. EPE. Okay, now from this, manage this line. So from Sandcap's Crossing, you're actually going to go all the way over here and pick up whatever you need to do. Then you're going to go back to Chaos Grad Annex. So I think that is going to be just fine. Okay, perfect. So that is one of them sorted out. Let's quickly add one more to the mix. We can get that back onto the line. No, we cannot. So let's make sure we can get that back onto the line before we do it. So let's link this guy back up over here. Why do we... Okay, anyway, let's give it a little bit of room there then, and then we'll tie that in. On the bend, it just doesn't want to do it. Okay, there we go. That's going to be fine. Let's get them off there and in there. Perfect. And that should be okay. I don't think we need to sort out more than that. Those switches over here does make sense. So let's just add a switch so we don't run into trouble later. Switch included, and we probably need all kinds of signals in the lead up to the switch and away from it. Multiple signals as you join. I'm guessing back into this into the main, join the main line again. Maybe one more set over there. These ones, missing one over here maybe. Let's get that going on. Perfect. So that should work. We'll get maybe another set of signals. There is a switch over here, so we'll get a set of signals over there, and maybe another set of signals kind of right over here. Something like that should give us okay. That should be okay. Now let's add the extra one. So this one wants to go and pick up here at our Chaos Grad Annex, something like that. Pop in over there, and you're gonna run not here but there, and then from there you will go to this area over here. Needham needs a name. Give me a name for Needham, please. And that should be fine. That's going to run all the way back with the stuff that it needs. So all we need to do is we need to create a vehicle for that. maybe even 2, probably 2. They're pretty long distance lines now. So let's do that. Let's pop it out here. That's, ooh, we need a name for it. Let's quickly do, this is going to be a train. Ooh, am I caps lock on? This is going to be a train that is going to be, it's, well, let's just call it EVE CM slash marble. We'll save that. There we go, EVE, okay. And we do need somewhere here, we must have, do we not have a depot? Apologies for a lot of movement around here. Well, let's stick a depot. I'm always wondering about where to put the depots. If I put a depot over here, we can try and feed both of these lines in both directions. So if we put it somewhere over here, we can feed both of them in both directions. Not that it's that important, to be honest. I always feel that the depot needs to be close to town so someone can fix it and all these kind of things. Okay, what I'm going to do is let's, yeah, I'm not sure. It's fine. We can just get something over here. Let's buy something over here. Okay, so we want electric, and we would like something that's pretty quick and pretty strong. So I think we're going to go with series 1042 over here. Let's give it a, well, let's go with a fairly greenish kind of color, I think. Something like, no, maybe that's, we're already using that kind of thing. We're already using that kind of thing. Probably using that already too. Maybe something like this. Yeah, that's a good one. We'll grab that. We will need some wagons. The wagons that we use on this was going to be flat cars with stakes. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many can we do before we go to good? Can we run? Whoa, that's too long. We'll have to trim it back. 321. That'll work, I think, with the 221 capacity. We're going to go 2 of them. And we're going to buy them, and we're going to assign them to our brand new line. This is going to be EPE CMM. There we go. And now for some reason, it wants to go somewhere and it can't. Let's just find out what the issue with that is. It probably wants to just okay, fine. It wants to go onto this one. So let's just give it a little bit of a spot to do that. So what's your issue now? Why can't you should truly be able to get there? Waiting for a free path. That's fine. There we go. Okay, there we go. Was not the problem we envisaged it to be. Okay, make your way out that way. One of them's out. So now we should get the marble to get out that way. It's another one that should be getting out of here. But to be honest, I don't mind it waiting a little bit, but I'm not sure. It's at some point it should get a free path, right? Oh, there it goes. Nice. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Now there's a lot happening. So what's going on now? You can't do what here? EVE CMM has got a problem over here. I don't get it. It should be able to dash through here without any problems. Why would you have a problem over here? Oh, hang on. You can't, what? Why can you not get to the line you want? Okay. Let's try and figure out what's going on here. So you're going in there. That's fair enough, right? You should quite comfortably be able to get out to the other side, right? And then if you're on the other side, you can run the other side. That is just weird. It's not too long. I mean, this is the 320. We should be just fine. Here it comes. It's definitely not too long. Pause it just for a second. So what's going on here? You definitely have a split off there. I don't know why you're suggesting you can't go there unless, oh, you know what? No, but it should be fine all the way through. You're on the wrong line there because that's your direction back, right? Here, what? Oh, no, that's fine. That's okay. All of this is fine. And then up to about there is fine. Right? I've no idea why this is saying it can't. So let's go and follow the train and see if we can figure out what's going on there. It really should be able to do. That's probably something silly that I'm missing here. There we go. No problem. Oh no, that's not the one, is it? That's something completely different. This is the one. Yeah, that's picking up too. It's doing the right move. I don't quite get why it's suggesting it can't get where it wants to go. Could not connect to all stations. But the stations is really few, right? It's only like... Oh, hang on. Something... Well... It goes to Epic... Okay, hang on. It's at Epicville where there's a problem. I keep forgetting to just check this thing. You guys must have been shouting at me. Probably tons of comments that I'm dealing with over there. So at Epicville, you're seemingly not able to find your spot then. There we go. That's quite easy then, isn't it? Okay, now that should work itself out. It's gonna take some time for this new operation to give us the money that we need for us to recover what we've spent on it. While we wait for that just a little bit, I do like our new setup here, guys. This is just so efficient. Look at all of this. I mean, probably a little bit overkill, but we're moving so much stuff through here that I'm quite comfortable for us to keep doing that. The extra signals in here kind of works quite nicely with these guys speeding up as they get out. It's really quite good. So of course we're producing too much of this stuff. I mean, so we've got too much capacity on this line. So we could ultimately upgrade these guys to get a little better with that. One of the things I wanted to quickly do though is I wanted to grab these trains, right? This train. Hang on, pause this game for just a second. So this Alf Airport branch over here is running pretty old trains. Yeah, 35 years old. If we upgrade these, right, and how many people do they take? They take 100 persons per train. So let's manage the vehicles on this. Let's see about upgrading, replace the selected vehicles with those multiple unit sets, right? These ones. If we run the Mirage on this, the Mirage is 125 only, so it's a little slower, and its capacity is pretty low too. But I do like the idea of potentially running the Mirage a little bit on this line. It's a little slower though. So what are we seeing here? Let's I just want to go back out and see this guy. So this guy is if we look at the line, that's a 7 minute. So maybe what we do is we just do 4 separate ones that's kind of running a little bit more frequent. Because they're not running full. They're certainly not running full. Let's manage the vehicles. Let's quickly replace them with the Mirages. I do want us to maintain this nice fancy blue color over here though. Is it something like that? Yeah, it's going to be something like that. So we're going to go with 1. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to replace both of them. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to clone the selected. No depot found. I had a depot here which I removed. I had a depot that I removed. So here's our Mirage now, running a good load. That's only 957, and it only runs up to 125, so it's a little slower now. But I do like us using the Mirage here. So what I'll do here is I'll add a depot, and then we can double up on that. So give me a depot. I'm going to spin it around here. Come on. Do something like this should be okay. And then what we'll do is we will just going to tie that into both sides. So we'll do something like this. And too much curvature. Get it out over there. Something like that. And hopefully we can do double switches. Yeah, double switches. Autosave. Let's try and wait for the autosave to finish and then see if we can do a double switch in here too. It's not giving us. Oh man, we need a double switch in there. Let's quickly redo that. Try and get a double switch in place. If we do it a little bit more up there, I'm hoping that that gives us a double switch. Yeah, it does. Okay, now with that one in place, we should be able to double up on that line. This guy, let's quickly have a look. Manage vehicles and clone vehicles. Perfect. So now we should have more of that running on there, and we've started getting our very own track set now, and they are pretty quick, huh? Out of the blocks, really quick. And now if we have a look at this, what is our... Now we've got a 3-minute frequency, so hopefully it means that they're going to run a lot more demand. I'm hoping that's the case, and it goes out to the airport also, so hopefully that's pretty good. And 125 is actually an appropriate one for that, because the freight trains don't kind of dash out there at like rapid speeds. So what's going on over here? We've got 42 people waiting on this line. Let's manage some vehicles on this one. Very bad. Can we replace this with something? So what is this? This is a small airport, Douglas DC-4. Let's have a look at that. Can we go ahead and replace these with something passenger-y? Look at this guy, the Bristol Freighter. But it's a freighter, of course, right? But it says it probably can do passengers as well. The Constellations and the de Havillands, I'm thinking that's not going to work unless we upgrade the airport, which I'm not too keen on right now. So let's just duplicate some more stuff over here. So more planes to fly. And then at some point we will have to go and come and upgrade this airport. Are we starting to see, this is the question now, are we starting to see some stuff arriving here now? That's construction materials coming in. This is logs and stuff. Yeah, these trains are running pretty empty. Mainline construction materials. I really need to change that name. Comes some oil coming in. Let's just double check how much is on here. That's fuel. That's a pretty good load. 240. A full load is going to give us 15 million. This line has to be really profitable because it's running almost a full load of oil back also. What's the finances on this like? Oh, look at that. Almost 60 million some years. But yeah, without a doubt, a very profitable line. I think it all depends on how they arrive here. This guy, hang on, this guy's bringing in marble. Oh, there we go. Marble is arriving. And this guy, what is this guy? Oh, it was just too late. Anyway, we'll have another one here in a jiffy. And that guy's taking some construction materials back. So we haven't started seeing construction materials coming in from this side yet. So there's still lines that's really ineffective there. At some point, I would like us to see some new trains on the main line. How's the main line doing? Finances wise, doing a decent job. This is a train only. Let's quickly have a look at the line itself. Finances wise, up to about 80 million, but it's costing us a lot of money to operate. So I wouldn't mind seeing a bit more efficient way of dealing with passengers on that one. If I look at the closest depot, what can we get? Electric, or if what the other thing we can do is we can just go and get Mirages on the line, right? Because at the moment we're running, what are we running? 125s, 140s? We're running these 125s, I believe, double headers of them. So I think, what I think we should do? I think we're going to go Mirages on that line as well. Give me the main line. Let's quickly see about upgrading all of those to Mirages. The main line should be, should be one of our top performance. Yeah, absolutely. It is one of our top performance. It's got +9. It's got like 11 vehicles on there. What is that? B46 Mirage? 60 kilometers an hour? That must be like a tram. That must be like a tram. These guys are making, wow, look at that oil transfer, really racking in the money. Oh, the other thing, I want to bring food over here also. Let's have a look at this guy. So they're 18 years old. I think they cost us a lot of money. The problem with the Mirages is they are really small, unless we double set Mirage these guys. So if we go manage vehicles and we say, for instance, replace with electric unit sets, right? Place 11 vehicles, it's going to cost us 136 million, but it's not going to have nearly the capacity that we're running at the moment. That's my problem. But if we say do that and do a double set, that's 114. It's also not the capacity I would like, and it's really expensive. I'm not sure that this on the main line is the right thing to do, the Mirage train set. Alternatively, if we go over here, what else can we do? We can go, what kind of passenger wagons do we have? Anything that can, Einheitswagen 2 can run at 140. It takes 21. Okay, let's see about that. If we then go with this guy, right? Mainline is, what kind of color is mainline? Mainline is green. Let's give it a slightly brighter green. If we do that and we say passengers of these guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 210, and that's going to be much more costly. We trim that one back a little. 189. It's a little bigger. It's a little quicker. It should be okay. 300. Let's do it. Let's do it. There we go. Tons of upgrades. Big upgrade cost right there. What's the mainline frequency? 5 minutes, and it's now got bigger capacity. So I think that's okay. On the end of the line, ooh, look at these guys. This is our new train. Let's have a look at it zoom by. So this guy should now, so the main line shouldn't have a problem to operate at. Oh, this section of line needs to be upgraded to high-speed rail. That is the next big thing that we need to do. That is, in fact, the next big thing that we need to do. What's going on over here? We've got some of this moving its way over there. We are seeing some construction materials being created. We are running this guy. This guy should not be making any money. It's running empty half the time. Yeah, potentially we should just get a third rail that runs that section. That'll be a little bit better, I would imagine. What is this guy doing? It's creating some stuff. Yeah, it's starting to slowly get there. But more stuff coming in here. And this guy's coming in, bringing some stuff. 1.2 million. It's not a big load, but at least it's getting there. How much is this picking up, though? Oh, that's not a bad load to be honest. Where's the next guy up? Here it comes. Oh, it's got some stuff too. Excellent. Yeah, to be honest, because this guy's got such a frequency here, I think we need to fix this by just adding a third line right here. So let's quickly do that. And I think that's kind of going to do us for this episode. Nice, that's going to do us for this episode. So if we do that, let's pause it while everybody's doing their thing. And let's squeeze that in there. It's not going to want to work. Can I trim that out? Trim that out, and we'll get this all connected up over there. I think that's going to be just fine. It's just going to be the one that's running this way and that way all the time. So the idea here that we do a little bit of this. I hope that train is not, oh no, there it is. That's going to be fine. I want us to, okay, let's try and fix this section first. So if I do that into here, that's just going to be fine. You should be able to sort yourself out there. Now with that guy out of the way, we'll just what's going on here? Why can't I, if we do that, we'll just have to fix that section too. Okay, there we go. So now that should work without this being, so that should be slightly more efficient over here. I've got 3 on this line. Oh, that's autosave going. Do you have anything? You've got nothing. Yeah, I'm hoping we'll start moving more of this stuff. Its production is good. And our shipment is starting to pick up now. Yeah, that guy, we should have had a very small train on this. This rate. What is the rate on this? Let's have a look at the rate on this. So that rate is massive. And what is it that we need? We need a maximum of, say, I think if this thing upgrades, we'll need much more. But for the time being, we can probably think, so at the moment we're moving 100. Eventually we can do 600. So yeah, that thing is way overkill. Way overkill. It needs to be much smaller. Okay, what's going on over here? Lots of stuff happening through here. I wanted to just have a quick look at my lines into town here. If we go road lines. Yeah, so at the moment we're double transferring these things. Because it's going out to Kevinport also. It's okay. Is Kevinport getting the stuff that it needs? Yeah, it's a fair bit of stuff that's coming out here, especially like foods and stuff like that. Okay, guys, I think that's where we're going to call into this episode. We've made some big extensions in terms of providing more construction materials. And obviously our cargo hub here is doing a brilliant job. We will definitely be replicating this cargo hub setup in other locations as well, potentially one more further to the north. I want to move this food line from here. I want to take that to I want to take it to the hub as well, and then we'll start distributing food from there. It's just going to be much easier than to try and distribute it from this specific area, and it'll also mean that we need much smaller stations at the venues themselves, or at the cities themselves. Because we're not using them as a cargo hub. We have some specific cargo hubs in certain areas. I do think the whole cargo hub thing is working quite nicely for us. Let's quickly have a look just before we leave. It is the end, but just before we leave, how is Berlin doing? I think Berlin is doing a decent job. No, it's getting very little of everything it needs, but it's not getting. Yeah, we're not able to airlift big amounts of stuff in here at all. Why does this guy have tools that's wanting to move out of here? Doesn't feel right to me. Oh, unless we're moving tools. Oh, this was a go around. Yeah, we probably need to start looking at additional runways, but I don't think we have additional runways that we can add just yet. That's another, wow, that's another go around right there. So this is getting pretty busy. We're going to start needing to add additional runways over here. This guy is going to come on in. Ooh, it's a little bit of a late touchdown, but it made it nonetheless. This guy's coming around. Touchdown. Oh, it's because and another go around. That's not good. Too many go arounds. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so we need additional runways. But from a configuration point of view, I'm not able to add runways just yet. Doesn't want me to do that. If I do that, it turns it around, doesn't it? Yeah, it kind of removes it on that side. But just the angle of approach that'll change. Wow, lots of go-arounds. Yeah, we do. There's a lot of air traffic coming in here. If we have a quick look at the pollution thing, what is that? Emissions. Look at this. Look at this. Berlin is it's pretty tough over here. Okay, we will have to sort all of this stuff still out. There's so much for us to optimize and sort out. There's so much moving into this cargo hub. Yeah, so how's our money doing? If we have a quick look at our total charts, right? Oof. Our balance took a big hit with our upgrade of the main line. Tracks and towns. Oh, populations. Yeah, our balance took a big hit there. Our balance took a big hit, but we're okay. I think we're making decent amounts of money. Wow, look at that expenditure over there. We need to. This number needs to come up. I think it will come up now, quite impressively now. But yeah, we're slowly moving ahead. That one was a big one, a big one. Look at that, 550 million. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've got any ideas or comments or suggestions, leave them in the comments. Join the Discord. Tell us over there what you think we should do next and what I'm doing wrong, of course. How I'm not doing the maths properly, all these kind of things. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.